Did you know Elvis Presley had an identical twin? The king of rock and roll was born alongside his twin brother Jesse Garon, who tragically was stillborn, leaving Elvis as an only child. Their father, Vernon Presley, was a bit of a rebel himself, ending up in prison for forging a check when Elvis was young. The Presley family lived a humble life without the luxury of electricity, an indoor bathroom, or running water. Elvis's school days were far from glamorous too. At Humes High School, he was seen as a quiet outsider. Despite his later fame as a musical icon, he even failed a music class there. But it wasn't all gloomy. Elvis found solace in physical activities. He was a member of the school's boxing team, throwing punches as effortlessly as he'd later strum guitar strings. Surprisingly, the king of rock and roll failed a music class in high school. His early life was filled with struggle, yet he managed to rise above it all to become a legend. Opening, you might not know that Elvis never toured outside the United States. Yes, the king of rock and roll remained confined within the borders of his homeland, not out of choice, but due to the fears of his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. An illegal immigrant, Parker feared that if they left the US, he would not be allowed back in. Elvis was a man of many surprises. Take his iconic black hair for instance. You'd be shocked to find out that his natural hair color was actually dark blonde. In his teenage years he began dyeing it black using shoe polish, creating the look that would become part of his legend, and his interests extended beyond music. Elvis was an avid gun collector, owning an impressive collection of 37 firearms and a machine gun at the time of his death. Now let's talk about his music career. At 19, Elvis auditioned for a gospel quartet called Songfellows. Unfortunately, they thought he couldn't harmonize well, and he was rejected. Little did they know that they were turning away a future superstar. In a surprising twist, despite his profound influence on the music industry, Elvis did not write any of his songs. That's right, all those hits like Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, and Love Me Tender were penned by others. Elvis wasn't just a music sensation, he was a movie star too, starring in over 30 films throughout his career. His influence was so far-reaching that in 1964, he bought FDR's presidential yacht for $55,000, only to later donate it to the March of Dimes. Despite his fame and fortune, Elvis remained a humble and generous individual. He was a man who loved his country, his fans, and above all else, his music. Closing. Despite being a global icon, Elvis Presley did not write any of his songs. But he knew how to make them his own, creating a unique style that has been emulated but never duplicated. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, was truly one of a kind. Elvis's impact on music and culture is undeniable. In 1957, Elvis made a purchase that would become a symbol of his success, Graceland. This mansion, boasting 23 rooms on over 13 acres, is today the second most visited house in America, only trailing behind the White House. But even before Graceland, Elvis's dedication to music was clear. At just 18, he recorded his first song as a birthday gift for his mother. However, not all his performances were smooth. During a rendition of Jailhouse Rock, he swallowed a tooth cap, leading to throat surgery. Amid the highs and lows, Elvis never lost his flair, evident in his most expensive jumpsuit, the American Eagle, which would cost 4 times its original $65,000 price today. When he passed away in 1977, Elvis had amassed a net worth of $5 million. Even after his passing, Elvis's legacy continues to make a mark on the world. Elvis Presley's life was filled with grandeur, talent, and passion for music. He inspired generations globally. His influence transcends time, making him rock and roll's true king. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Wish you all good luck and good health.